These things suck. These are probably the strongest things they'll go up against in the start of the game. They're moths that shoot blood at you. Howdy folks, this is the Command Line Vulpine here, and welcome to Let's Play Slashers Keep. This used to be a mainstay on the channel about a year ago. It did really well on the channel for the size I was then. I'm a bit bigger than I was back then, so I'm not sure how it's going to actually work this time. However, what's happened is there's been a big update that has made the middle stages of the game a little bit easier. And that's basically why we stopped playing. So let's start a new game. I'll explain it a little bit more. If you haven't seen Slashers Keep, it is I think we're going to play the undead. I kind of like the undead character. Let's start. It's an action RPG with some roguelike elements to it. A man chooses, a slave obeys, or so they say. Countless men before you found out what it means to either be at some point in their lives at your particular experience stands without equal. You took ownership of your fate and set out to undo the wrongs of the world. Many a lesson was learned along the way. Now you've learned too many and find yourself in the depths of Slashers Keep, withering away until one day an opportunity to escape presented itself. All right. Let's get started and try to remember how to play. Oh, that's weird. That glitched out. We don't talk about what that is, but yeah, we just walk on out like that. I know there was keys hanging on the wall there, and you can see them through the hole, but no, it's not how Slashers Keep goes. Slashers Keep, it has a sense of humor about it. It doesn't take itself too seriously. Yeah, it's an action RPG, so we got loot and stuff. We got armor here. You have a short sword, very fast attack speed, but pretty low damage. Honestly, attack speed is pretty good in this game, though, so I'm not terribly concerned about it. All right, so let's go. Now, Slashers Keep is a pretty difficult game. Depending on how rusty I am, it may not seem that way. Like, you really don't want to ever get hit, almost. Looks like we combo broke him there before he could attack. And the blocking is directional. You can't just like point at their torso and block. You have to point at their hand a little bit to block. There are no shields. You think if there was a shield in this game, you might be able to block from any direction. But there isn't. You just gotta do your best. That is a really good chest plate to find this quickly. So your skills, you do get every other level you get a skill that's passive, and that'll just unlock automatically. But most skills will actually come from your equipment, and then when you level up, you can put that skill becomes available for you to put a point into, and then you can keep it permanently. Riposte is a particularly good one. It makes it so after you block, you do more damage on your next attack. Unfortunately, we cannot wear the outfit yet. We don't have the stats. Quite a few of them here. The moles can be a bit tricky. Fighting more than one enemy at a time is also a really bad idea. I mean, I thought his attack animation was done there. Not doing so good here. All right, there we go. And your attack speed does change your ability to block too, like how fast you can get the sword up to block. So if you have a really slow weapon, you might not be able to block an attack this quickly. Key for that one. So I'm trying to remember the keys here. I'm kind of fumbling on opening these doors. Ooh, there's a secret here. I keep clicking. What game have I been playing where I click to open doors? Phasmophobia? Yeah, Phasmophobia. Secret room. We get some XP for finding the secret room, and then we got some loot here. So let's just grab it all and see what we got. Can't wear those yet. Can't wear that yet. We already have shoulder armor. The minus sign there means it's equal in strength. There are traders, so it can sometimes be worth holding on to stuff to sell. Let's see, this sword sucks more. This one does a little bit more damage, but not a ton. Ooh, a little bit more melee speed on a necklace. When we're already attacking fast, it's pretty good. This is also a pretty rare find. I wonder if they made it so these drop out of chests more often. It's just a stat upgrade. We can just drink that with a right click. There we go. We also have an invulnerability potion. Put that on slot 3. Carry on. We get our health back once we level up. And eventually we'll find healing potions and food and stuff. Actually, we can eat bodies. That's why I wanted to even pick the undead person to begin with, is we can eat bodies to get some health back. Pretty effective on like the first couple floors. It doesn't really help that much later, but I see you there, bud. Okay, see that attack he just did there? Oh, shoot. It's not one we can block. His haymaker. We have to hit him with our sack or just get away from him. I am like, I was out of sync there. That's what makes these guys tricky, is they can do either one of those attacks, and you can't block the haymaker. Luckily, this guy's stuck. And depending on like the way you hold your movement keys as you're moving, you can do different types of attacks. The thrust is good, but it's backwards and then click. But I usually just don't care about that much. It's not like that big of a deal. We should eat these guys too, by the way. Om nom. If you're new to Slasher's Keep, you won't have the undead unlocked. We've unlocked this guy through our other runs. Okay, we got ourselves a slime here. I can't remember what all the slimes do. I think that one doesn't do anything. I think that one's just a treasure slime. Ah, crap. There's a mage here. It's like the slime, like every third bounce, they do a special attack. Trying to pick all this stuff up, but we got carrying on too much here. It's a little difficult to pick stuff up in this game. There's quirks to Slasher's Keep that you kind of gotta get used to. What I would like to do, if we could stop getting attacked for a moment. It's not going to happen, though. We're staying here because there's a wizard around the corner. And ranged units are incredibly deadly in this game. Especially without our own ranged attack. There we go. Now we got a health potion. Can use the map on this layer. Why not? Let's see. We already have gloves. I will keep the gloves to possibly sell because they're smaller. Okay, we need to pick our stats. All the stats do something different. Strength increases your melee damage and HP. Dexterity increases your overall crit chance and armor effectiveness. Intelligence increases crit damage, range damage, and influence the pricing at the vendor, and also increases XP gain. Then armor is just armor. We can't put points into that. So the way Slasher's Keep works is mainlining one of these stats isn't going to do anything. It's not balanced in that sort of way like a lot of games are. Instead, what I've found is it's just best to put like an even number of points into anything. The only reason to like pick one thing over another is to get things equipped. Like I want this +5 strength, or I want our strength at 5 so we can wear that. I would also like our intelligence at 5 so we can wear this. So dexterity is going down, but that's okay. Or it's going to be behind, but there we go. Now, toss that. We can use this battle axe. Very slow, but it is a ton of damage. We'll give it a try. Like I said, attack speed matters quite a bit, though. And I guess we just got a random trait that time. Not one that we can lock in, which stinks. I would have liked to have leveled up our riposte. But yeah, here's our carnivore ability, which allows us to eat the corpses. That's just from us being an undead. All the different classes or races, whatever you want to call them, have a different starting ability there. And then you get one random one at the start of the game. And this time it gave us Bloodlust. Kill streaks now increase your range damage by 4% per kill. We are on a kill streak right now. It's just the faster you can kill things, the kill streak will build up, and then it has a timer to kill your next thing. It's very difficult to pull off at the start of the game because you're not doing very much damage. But it is a lot of value, especially for the XP. If you can keep this going, that helps a lot. Riposte. This is one I talked about. Oh, the door's open now. If you're in here for too long. Interesting. Huh. Because I just heard the grate behind us open. Because you get locked into some rooms. We got locked into this room. Parrying an attack increases the damage of your next blow by 19%. Effects last 1.9 seconds. So blocking attacks is very good for us now. All right. So I'm going to wind up an attack here. Because we have to get to this wizard really quick. I'm going to bait him. There we go. Decapitated. Wizards always drop a... Not always, I guess, but they usually drop their wand, which allows us to have a ranged attack now, too. And there are spikes in the game. If we use our inventory stack with F, we can smack the enemy with our inventory and hit them into the spikes, which will kill them instantly, no matter how strong they are, which is a great way to keep up your kill streak in the early game where you can't kill things fast. These things suck. These are probably the strongest things they'll go up against in the start of the game. They're moths that shoot blood at you. And they back away from you as you approach them. You really got to try to bait them out. They can also like get above the empty space in the middle, and then you can't kill them. So we have a streak going. Let's just try to keep our streak going here. Okay. Ooh. There we did it. We did it. We did it. So we're leaving loot behind, but we're getting kill streak XP, which I think is worth it. So let's just try to keep it going. If there's no one around this corner, though, yeah, we're done. Okay. We're done, son. We're done. So now we can go back and get our loot. I don't know why I did that. Boxes. Breaking the boxes in the early game's a great idea. Get used to it, or don't get used to it, I should say, because the middle act there is nothing of value in boxes, and then the final act there's only like a little bit of value, which we'll get more into that conversation when we get there. I don't know if we're going to be doing a whole series of this, but I think we should at least try to see what the middle section is like now that Caesar. Hey, we got a key. These are copper key. Apparently there's 2 copper keys, though, which is new. I don't think I've ever seen 2 treasure rooms in one floor before. All right, slow attack speed, but even more damage. I don't think it's worth it, though. It's also huge. I don't want it in my inventory. Same there. We'll go ahead and slap on this wand. Ooh, we have a good wand here. Unmagic tooth. 5 to 5. Not necessary. A little bit of HP on that ring. I'll take it. Actually, we have 2 shooters here. So the different wands can do different attacks. What was fire magic? I also have to remember even how... Oops, I didn't mean to do that. That was our invulnerability potion. Okay, it's Q to switch to our ranged weapon. Okay, that's fire magic. Fire magic kind of sucks. Let's get the arcane magic. The arcane is what he was shooting at us with the little star. I am pressing like all the wrong keys here and going through all my stuff. It's okay. By the time you're like actively tapping into your potions, you're probably going to lose anyway. Okay, let's see. I'm just watching my map in the upper left-hand corner. You can make your map bigger. Oh, you guys can't see the map. I forgot Slasher's Keep puts the map over there. Let me fix that real quick. Da, da, da. There I am. Rock me like a hurricane. There's the map. You can press the plus and minus key to make the map bigger, which I really recommend you do because it's really hard to see. At least in 1440p. Maybe in like 1080p it's fine in its default resolution, but there's so few like defining features on the map that it gets really easy to get lost. All right. Always recommend winding up your attack before you go in a room. Okay, just want to make sure he's hitting the rafter. I would like, because I don't want to fight these guys and the mage, I would like to hit you with the thing, block your attack, and then hit you like a freight train because we have the riposte now. I keep pressing 1 instead of Q, man. Oh, you when your wand runs out of ammo, it breaks. Unless you get a perk that makes it so it doesn't break. But if we get into the details of all the perks, we'll be here all day. Oh man, we're one-shotting things. That's pretty good. See, I couldn't block that. I was holding my right click down, but I couldn't block it because we were going too fast. I'm going to try to keep the streak going. Oops, I walked into spikes. We did it. All right. I don't think we'll get to anything else. Let's grab a new wand here. All right. Let us get our stats evened out, and then let's put 1 point in the others. Now I have a skill point to spend. So this riposte is not here permanently right now. This riposte, we can even do it. I can take this off. Riposte is gone. So slap that back on, open our skill book, and we lock in riposte. So now we have a level 2 riposte. One of them is permanent, so that does more damage for longer now. If we have both, but we might get rid of our armor at some point, at which point we will lose the riposte. Level 2. Ranged knockback is a crappy ability. I do not want it. 0.4 lifesteal. It's better than none. However, melee speed, I think, is a little better. All right. Let's see what's in all of our little pots here. Be very careful not to fall into the pit. You will die. The small boxes don't break, by the way. It's really easy to get caught up on the terrain, and slashers keep as well. All right, that is ammo for our wand. We should equip a new wand. There we go. Actually, we should be able to equip this one now, right? So it actually gives us some stats. Piercing magic. What did piercing magic do? It's like the machine gun. Okay. Very cool. Oh, we should eat your body. Eat their flesh. Eat their flesh. Okay. Watch our map again. Running around in circles. Here we go. Get the wind up. Okay, we got far enough away. He didn't hit us with the haymaker, but you can block the haymaker with the hitting him with the sack too. I thought we could hit through the web, but apparently we can't. You can see our melee weapon, or the medium speed weapon, is so much slower than the very fast that we can't get more than like one hit off after we hit someone. Try to keep our streak going. Watch out for the explosive barrel. Nice, got him. Keep it going, keep it going. Okay, well, we might not be able to get you because you need to be killed differently. We can't hurt this guy. You gotta smack him into spikes. It'd sometimes be easier said than done. You can kind of push him towards it, but you have to knock him in still. He is just the boss for the first floor. Silver key. Let's see. I don't want that. We're basically just holding some stuff just to sell it. Range knockback sucks. All right, sturdy gloves. 1 point more armor, but it also gives us a little bit of crit. Just take that. And the key. The key gets us out of here, I do believe. There you go. There's our exit to the next floor. But let's go back and get the stuff we missed because we were speedrunning. Must be a speedrun. Must be a speedrun. I just want as much XP as we can. We do want to kill everything on the floor. So here's how barrels work. They kind of take time to blow up. Challenger. Just trying to keep moving here so he doesn't hit us while we're trying to kill these guys. Stop swinging, stop swinging. If you hold your mouse button down, he'll sometimes keep swinging. It's very weird though, because holding your click down also charges your attack, but sometimes your character will just start flailing. And I've never really learned how to determine which one it's gonna do. Usually it's he'll charge the attack, but every now and then he'll start just swinging. And I'll even prove it to you next episode here. I'll turn on my my key monitor so you guys can see what keys I'm pressing and what buttons I'm clicking. And you will see that Slasher's Keep, it's interesting. It's got some flavor to it. All right, I believe we've done everything here. So, let's go to the next floor. Send me. Boy, your father called you. Quit playing and help your mother set the table. Is there food, you asked? There is tonight. I brought a bag of flour from the mill. Rushed downstairs to be greeted with the wholesome smell of freshly baked flatbread. There hadn't been many dinner nights in recent weeks, so you savored every bite. An unseasoned loaf of bread still beat the weeds and insects you'd been eating since the king started confiscating food for the war effort. Before you could clean your plate, there was a banging at the door. All right. We are out of time for this episode, though. I believe it auto-saves once you go to the next floor. I'm hoping it does. We'll find out next episode, I suppose. I hope you all enjoyed the video. If you did, remember hit the like button, keep the conversation going in the comments, and subscribe if you'd like to see more. Until next time, I hope you have a good day.